जब भी लकी बैम्बू लाया स्टोर से फेंग शुई के नाम पे पानी पे रखा, उसका हाल कुछ ऐसा हो गया। अगर आपके साथ भी ऐसा हुआ है तो यू आर एट द राइट प्लेस। आई हैव बीन डूइंग एन एक्सपेरिमेंट विद द लकी बैम्बूज in water in soil mix, and here is a very shocking result. So this was the experiment number 1, where the one stick was placed in a plastic container with river sand in the base and water of 1 inch filled. This was another one where I have kept the same one in a glass container, again with a river sand at the base and only 1 inch of soil at the top. And the roots were doing good. There were new shoots coming, not new shoots actually, but new roots coming on, and they look pretty good. The rooting system has been doing good. So showing you very closely how the roots and the leaves are doing. I think this is probably the only video in the whole YouTube where anyone has told and completely shown with the results and the update how these sticks of store-bought sticks works in water for weeks and also in the soil and in river sands. So this one is put in a glass container again, but this was in 100% water, nothing else, no river sand, no any composition. The leaves were very droopy. There were some yellow leaves as well, as you can see, but yes, the roots were growing. There were some white leaves. This was the another one wherein they were again kept in water, but this time it was in a plastic container. So at this moment, there was one more question that came up to my mind. Is the soil and the water the only thing that needs to be seen, or the container in which the medium works is also to be seen? Next is experiment was done in 100% reverse sand, and you can see this is by far the best rooting system from all of them. The roots are larger, they are more multiplied, and you can see the leaves are also lush green. They look more healthy rather than the other ones, and it looks like it is living the life and not just surviving or trying to survive. And this is the last experiment of my video, which were paper cups. And there is also reason where I've put them in paper cups, and this is a mix of river sand and garden soil, which is again 70% river sand and 30 to 20% of garden soil. And you can see, my god, yes, the paper cups are now all damaged, but the roots, oh my god, the rooting ball in itself. So I'll be showing you one rubbing off the excess oil in water. Didn't wanted to disturb the roots, but out of three I'll show you one. I'll also show you another two paper cups, and let us see how the roots are doing. And I will not disturb their rooting system here. I will just demolding it from the paper cups, and I'll keep it as it is in the soil medium next. Look at the roots. It has just surrounded the whole cup with the roots, and you can see the rooting system, the root ball. There's a large root ball here. This is shocking. This is clearly a winner. This is the last one, and let us see what it is doing. And you can see the foliage at the top, the leaves at the top, they are doing really well. Again, my god, it has just grown so well. It has multiplied its roots, and not the rooting system in the water, but the soil. They have just amazed us. Here is a question: why is this lucky bamboo growing faster, taller, and producing new shoots while the water grown struggles? Maybe the problem isn't your bamboo, maybe it's medium it is growing in. This is the second part of the video where we will put them in the soil, but what kind of soil is the only and the very important question. So this is river sand that I'm using. It has a lot of stones in between so that the moisture also retains, but the excess goes out from the holes. If you want to check how the soil medium should be, so take it in your hand and make sure there is no ball when you press it firmly. Do not need any 4 or 5 different ingredients of coco peat or perlite, just river sand and garden soil. Even if river sand is not available, go to any construction site and ask them, and they'll easily provide you with that. Even if you get balu or rate, that also works well. The soil will provide you nutrients and support growth, and will activate the shoots around the node area to grow up. The river sand will improve the drainage, and it will keep the medium porous, right? Do not use any coco peat or any complicated combination. This works well, and this is tried and tested. There is also one update at the end of this video, so make sure to see it till the end. Now, I first made sure the pot had proper drainage holes, that is the thumb rule of any planting. Then I added about 1 inch of river sand at the bottom, and after that I added the soil mixture while leaving some space at the top. And here is something very important that I did. I didn't bury the entire lucky bamboo stick in the soil. Keep only about one node area or around 1 inch inside the soil and leave most of the shoot above the soil. Then gently press the soil around the sticks so they are firmly seated without damaging the roots. And this time, interestingly, instead of placing all the sticks in the center, I arranged them around the edges of the pot. See, the reason being because as they grow taller, the sides can provide additional support. So I'm not overwatering it even for the very first time. You don't have to flood the pot until the water starts pouring out of the drainage holes. You just simply need to moisten the soil and the leaves. I think at this point it is now becoming very clear soil versus water who won for Lucky Bamboo. In my experiment, clearly soil makes one. When you place it in water, it works like it is surviving on a ventilator. It is not growing in the same condition it was what it will be maintained throughout. But when you put it in soil, it will not just grow, it will live its life and will multiply its shoots and will be more bigger and taller. And now comes the end part. So what I did was at the same time I started this experiment, I have kept one more stick in the soil medium and there were only a shoot coming out from node area, but it has not grown fully. But within 2 weeks, I guess they have not just grown so well and tall, but there was also another new shoot that was coming out of the soil.
So, if you're going through a low phase, remember the roots do not complain about the darkness, they just grow through it. Your roots are getting stronger, and soon you will come out of the soil and touch the sky. See you in the next one.